Here's a scenario. You're diligently typing away at your desk when all of a sudden your chief compliance officer barges into your room and yells, "HIPAA compliance is important," then he shuts your door and walks out. Now what he just did there was a version of a HIPAA reminder, even though it was really annoying and disrupted what you were doing. It didn't take much time out of his busy schedule to walk around the office and yell about compliance, but I'm sure he annoyed some of your coworkers as well. Now I imagine he would change his HIPAA reminder strategy entirely if he knew that bad management leads to less productivity. But maybe I'm over-exaggerating. After all, security reminders are a spelled-out administrative requirement within the HIPAA security rule. Naturally, this section leaves room for interpretation like the majority of requirements listed within HIPAA. It states that you're required to implement reminders periodically, but it doesn't say how often. As a result, you're faced with the scenario I just walked you through, an abrupt, vague, and unhelpful update from the leader of your compliance department that leaves you wasting time trying to pick back up where you left off in your work. Yes, implementing HIPAA reminders is a requirement, but whether or not they're done effectively can make the difference between an employee doing what's right or accidentally causing a violation. Hi everyone, I'm Matt from eTactics, and today I'm going to give you 4 quick and easy ways to send HIPAA reminders to your staff. Before we get started though, make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel by clicking the button below. While you're down there, hit that alert bell icon next to it as well, so when we post new helpful content, you get notified. The first easy way to send HIPAA reminders throughout the year to your staff is by creating an internal newsletter. Newsletters are widely used by marketing departments to nurture leads. In fact, marketers report a 760% increase in revenue from this form of content. If they're that effective for communicating to prospects and existing clients, then who's to say that they aren't as successful with your own employees? After all, 80% of employees believe that effective internal business communications help with their job performance. There are no rules against using an outbound marketing tool for the benefit of your internal communications. Beyond the nicer formatting and design aspects of newsletters, they also provide real-time analytics and statistics. You'll be able to see which employees are the most proactive in regards to your compliance landscape. Imagine being able to provide an auditor with documentation that not only shows that you send HIPAA reminders, but also the granular statistics for each campaign that happened throughout the year. I bet you if you sent them that information, they'd be blown away by your compliance efforts. The next quick way to send HIPAA reminders to your staff is to create short videos. The current reality is that all of our attention spans continue to decline. According to the Technical University of Denmark, this consistent decline is the result of an abundance of information presented to us on a daily basis. So instead of writing a novel's worth of content for an internal email, you could set up your phone on a tripod, hit record, and create multiple HIPAA reminder video segments within a few minutes. By saying within a few minutes, I'm referring to how long it will take you to record a series of videos, not the actual runtime of each one you create. And I'm doing so because 60% of viewers stop watching a video after 2 minutes of runtime. Thus, I regret to inform you that your employees probably have a similar attention span. Turn it into a positive. Create short HIPAA reminder videos that go over a variety of topics in one afternoon and share them to your employees throughout the year. The third easy way to send and create HIPAA reminders for your staff is to send interactive quizzes. If you go to any social media platform, you'll see people posting results to their quizzes explaining how their personality type is like their favorite TV show character. Statistically, 82% of users on social media interact with quizzes posted on the platform. They're a fun activity for the user and a great way for the organizations to gather information. You should take advantage to that point and create and send HIPAA-related quizzes to your workforce. HIPAA's content isn't the most exciting, I'll be honest, but that doesn't mean that you can't spin it and relate your questions into more interesting topics. This turns your reminders into an active and fun experience. Now, my final point about HIPAA reminders for your staff is a request. Once you've created the content, continue to update it. Part of any successful content strategy requires updating it once you have a library that's existed for a while. As an example, updating blog content is something that every marketer should do. Doing so opens up the opportunity for much better search rankings on Google, leading to more traffic to their website. Now let's say you took my advice from the section earlier and made a ton of short videos to send to your staff throughout the year. Within a lot of your videos, you reference headlines pointing to relevant violations to back up what you said. That's a good practice, however, a year goes by before you know it, and your content isn't as impactful because you're talking about outdated events that happened. Wouldn't your HIPAA reminders have a much bigger impact on your team if they referenced recent breaches on a yearly basis? Working under HIPAA requirements is a blessing and a curse. It's a curse because of how much the law requires you to adjust how your business runs, but it's a blessing because a lot of it is open to interpretation. It requires that you send reminders to your staff, but it doesn't say that they have to be boring. How you send them, what medium you use, and what HIPAA topics you cover are all up to you. That's a content marketer's dream. Now, if you'd like to learn more about HIPAA reminders, reach out to eTactics. And you already made it this far into the video, so you might as well like it, share it, and comment below. Well, what are you waiting for? Subscribe to that YouTube channel.